How important or unimportant is it to stick to an exact schedule of a particular program? Well, I mean, this is just the basics for me, Todd. If it's a bus bench program, in other words, like the Soviet squat program or my little thing called Mass Made Simple or the Big 21 program, you absolutely have to stick to it 100%. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time and the author's time or the coach's time that put the program together. If, however, you are just going to the gym 3 to 5 days a week, getting the work in, and life happens, which it does a lot, then you would, of course, do what Buddha's famous last words were: do your best. And I think do your best is an underappreciated concept. Yesterday at the gym, I was supposed to do goblet squats with 28 kilos. And I got in there and I thought to myself, 28 kilos. I mean, I just had a total hip replacement in December. And then I started to talk myself down. Well, once I started picking up the weights, I ended up doing the beast, which is 48 kilos. So I did the workout as planned and did more. And I think there's a lesson of life in there somewhere, Todd, that sometimes if you grant yourself a little bit of permission to take your foot off the gas, you find that things can actually end up going pretty well. So I did not say it depends. What I said was this: if you're on a structured program, you got to stick to the structure. I've been told, some of my coaching friends, that there's a gym that if you don't finish a workout, you're kicked out of the gym. That would be one extreme. I hate to say Marty Gallagher would be in that extreme, but Marty's a big believer that if you're in a 12-week cycle and you miss the reps you're supposed to do, the whole cycle was wrong. The whole 12-week period was wrong. You're supposed to get, back squat, 505 for 8 reps, and you only get 7. The whole 12 weeks was wrong. Isn't that fascinating? Now, on the other hand, if you're going to the gym a lot to feel better, look better, move better, and there's something comes up in life, or that's just the day you feel sore, like today I was sore in my shoulders, maybe you need a little bit more warm up, or you just need to get going and show up and get the job done. I hope that's enough of an answer. That's always a tough one. So the answer is yes, stick to the program. And the answer is no, play around a little bit. And both of those answers are true. Now, if we had an organized program and you followed it to a T and you still failed at your goal, well, then that's an interesting discussion we can have. If you didn't follow the program and you failed, it's a much easier answer. You didn't do the program. And I hope you just heard what I was trying to do. It's a logic thing. Most people, when they do programs, still don't get the job done. Most people don't follow programs and don't get the job done. In other words, most of the time, people don't get the job done. So part of my job as your friend and your coach is to find those ways that we can get you to get the goal you want, or at least close enough that you feel, you feel like it was worth all the work. Most people come up short on their goals, and that's okay. The second little point I'm trying to make, Todd, is this: let's stop looking at the programs and let's start looking at everything else too.